Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with A Wonderful, Awful Idea by ChinStrap. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. Now, we're helping the Grinch steal Christmas by drawing a 1-cell wide path, starting at the sled and visiting all 6 houses. This would not be a 1-cell wide path. Maybe... I don't know how we're doing it. Sorry. But we need a 1-cell wide path that visits all 6 houses. The path moves orthogonally up, down, left, right from cell to cell and does not touch itself, not even diagonally. So what does it mean to touch yourself diagonally? Well, this is why in this case, I don't recommend using the line tool. I recommend actually just coloring the cells because it makes it a lot more clear. But first of all, we can't do a path like this because we end up making a clump. Don't make clumps. Right? Don't make the path ambiguous if you were to just highlight the cells. And then additionally, we can't touch ourselves diagonally. So here we're touching ourselves diagonally. Now, some people are very, very overzealous and think that this means touching itself diagonally, but this is just itself, right? It's turning a corner. You'd never be able to turn a corner if this was banned. The point is that you can't come back around and touch yourself diagonally like this. And you also can't do something like this, where, you know, if I were to use a line tool, let me make sure I'm in green here. If I use a line tool, I could make it clear how I did that path. But there are alternatives that visit the same cells. I don't know. Anyway. And the point is that by not drawing the path, by doing this, you see this is just a big clump. It's not a path anymore. Anyway, so that's all what all that means. Okay, a digit in a house indicates the order the house was visited. So the first house is a 1, and then a 2, then a 3, then a 4, however we visit them. The Grinch spreads meanness wherever he goes. So no digit on the path may be friendly. Okay, so a digit is friendly if it matches its row, its column, or its box number. Box numbers are read left to right in reading order. So this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. This is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. This is box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5, box 6. So this cell here is extremely friendly. It only has to match one of them, but it matches all 3. It matches its row number 1. It matches it. Sorry. If this was a 1, if this was a 1, then it would be friendly to its row, it would be friendly to its column, and friendly to its box. If this was a 3, it would be friendly to the column, not to the box or to the row, but it's still friendly to the column, so it is friendly. Example of a non-friendly would be a 6 here, right? 6 is not friendly to the row, the column, or the box. So any digits along the path cannot be friendly. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so it might actually be important to note that we kind of have an extra region here because the houses have the digit in the order they're visited, meaning we're going to have 1 to 6 once each in the houses. We know that this is the start of our path. And we just have to visit all 6 houses. We don't know which house we end on. Now, we could beeline straight for these houses. We could do something like this. I mean, this would just be a very simple path here. But we have to be a little bit careful about not not forcing ourselves to do a friendly cell. Now, we know that neither of these are the 4th house visited. It's interesting. Okay, so they can't be the first house. Okay, let's just talk about this one. And then we'll talk about this one. I'm wondering what digit it can be. Because it can't be the first house visited. Because if we do this, then we've bypassed these 2 and we can't come back and visit them without touching ourselves. And I don't see any other way to get there. Like we can't pass this house and we can't pass this house. If I go up, it doesn't help. I'm still going to pass this house. If I go left, I'm going to pass this house if I don't hit it. And if I go down, I'm going to pass this house. So this house can't be the first house visit. It could be the second house visited. Can it be the third house visited? I wonder if that's possible. It may not be. It could be this. If we tried to do that, that would be bad. I don't know. It seems like this might not be the best way to go about it, though. All right, let's think about this some more then. So this can't be friendly. So that means it doesn't match its row. It's not a 2. I'm going to write what it's not for a second. It's not a 2. It's not box 2, and it's not column 6. So it's not 2 or 6. So it's 1, 3, 4, 5. I don't know which way it goes. Let's see. So my first house is this one or this one, which means this isn't a 1 because one of these will be a 1, right? I just proved that we can't bypass them, right? We can't bypass it this way because then if we come back, basically you can't just go past a house like that is my point. There's just no way to do it without having to backtrack and touch yourself. So we're either going to go like to this house in some way or to this house in some way. This cell here, if it were friendly, would be a 2, 2, or 5. Doesn't really seem all that useful. Maybe we need to think about the fact that every row must have a friendly cell, every column must have a friendly cell, and every box must have a friendly cell. I don't know, because the loop doesn't really want to use that many cells. Okay, so if we can't do this, because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this can't be the 4th house. So we're not doing this. And is that the only order we could do? I think it's that. Okay, so if we're going to take this house, we're immediately taking this other house. So these are consecutive digits. I don't know really how to remember that, but our path does this, is I guess my point. No house. Okay, so actually we might be able to fill out what the houses can't be, because we know that are on the path. So, I mean, every house is on the path, so I may as well green them, and that might help me a little bit. And so I'm just going to write 1 through 6 on them, and I'm going to eliminate. So these are in row 2, these are in row 4, and these can't be 4, and they're in row 5. And now these are in column 2. This is in column 4. This is in column 5. This is in column 6. And then box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5, box 6. This has to be the first, second, or third house visited. Well, we know it's not the first house visited. That's definitely true. We also know this isn't the first house. In fact, the first house is this one or this one. So none of these are the first house visited. This is the 5th or 6th house visited. But these are consecutive. So if this is 5 or 6, this can't be a 3. So this is the 6th, and this is the 5th house. Very nice. Okay. That's not 5, 6. That's not 5. So this is the end of our path. This is the second to last. So how are we getting this to be early? In fact, this has to be the 4th house. It's the only one that can be 4. So this has to be our 4th house. So I'm assuming we just go... Okay, I don't know if we go straight down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It just wouldn't be a 3. We can't prove it goes straight down yet. We don't have to, though. 4 is in one of these two. Seeing if there's any Sudoku here. Maybe not. Okay, so can this be the first house now? It seems unlikely to be the first house. Like, no matter how... if it's the first house, I can't go to the 4th yet. 4, 5, 6 in this order feels tough. I think I got to go like this. I think this is my only choice. In my head, that's the only way it works. If I try to go here first, even if I get out of my own way, like, I can't bypass this house or I'd touch myself. But if I hit this house first, now I have to come around to this one, and now I'm trapped. There's just no way to do it. I'd have to, yeah, and if I do this, I touch myself as well, right? If I come around like this, and then I try to come down like this, notice I'm touching myself here. So I really think that I can't take this one as the first. So this is our first house, this is our second house, this is our third house, and this is a 5. Okay. So now I think in order to actually finish the path, I'm going to need some Sudoku. 2 is in one of these two, so that's not a 2. This is just 1, 2, 6. That's not a 2. The friendly cells only apply to if you're on the path. Or unfriendly, I suppose. 5's in one of these two. 4 and 6 are down here. It just doesn't feel like there's enough to go on yet. Okay, since 2 is in one of these two, if I tried to go... So I'm not going down, right? The path is definitely not taking this cell. So I'm going to gray cells it can't take. It's not taking this cell because... wait, what am I saying? No, I mean, I think it actually is taking that. Sorry, we start here. This cell is completely reasonable to take. I think it's not taking this cell or this cell. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. This is actually fairly obvious that if I go up, I can't come back through to the 1. And if I go left, because I'm hitting the 3. And as soon as you're next to a house, you have to take the house. Otherwise, you're coming back around and touching yourself. That's kind of the basic rule. So we have to go down here. And now this is not friendly. So... of 1 through 6, it can't be 1 and 5 because of Sudoku. We're in row 3, and we're in column 6, and we're in box 4. So this is actually a 2. That places this 2. I think any friendly cell I can just immediately mark as gray, as we're not taking that cell. So I think that might be helpful. This is a 2, and that's in column 2. So that's a friendly cell. So we're not taking that either. This can't be 4 or 6. So what is it? It's a 3. That doesn't match the row, column, or box, so it is friendly. Or sorry, it's unfriendly. So it's fine. This is a 4-6 pair to finish the column. So we're coming down to here, and we're either going through the 3 or we're going through here. Now, going through the 3 is viable for now, but that doesn't mean we have to. 3's in one of these two. What's our route? Now we know we're going from the 3 to the 4, and the 3 can't go up. If the 3 went down, we'd have this problem where I'm touching the 5 diagonally. So I think we have to go straight through to here from the 3 to the 4. That's our only option because of this 2. And so now this can't be a 2 or a 1, so it must be a 6 because of unfriendliness, sorry. That's 1, that's 2. So 2 matches the row. 1 is okay. But no, we're not taking this or this anyway, or we'd be branching our start. Okay, and now we're not taking this simply because it's not reachable. I'm not sure if I don't know if I want to gray every cell you can't reach, just the ones that might matter to our path. So now we're going like this. We're not going up here. So we're just turning the corner. So it's probably about as simple as I thought. Yeah, that's fine. The friendly 2 is... Oh, this is box 3. Okay, so this has to be a 1. That's a 3. This is a 1-5 pair. This ends our loop. Okay, so this has to turn the corner this way. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It's not a 4 because it's in box 4 and column 4, so it's 5 or 6. And now we can't turn right, we can't turn left, so we have to go down again. And then now we can't do this because it kind of branches. So we're doing this and then this. Okay. It's exactly what I drew. I figured that was the only way it worked, but I couldn't prove it. Maybe there was a way to prove it. So this needs a 4 in the column, and it would be friendly unless it would be friendly, so it can't be on the green path. So it's here. That's 6 and that's 4. I have the path now, so I don't need the grays. All right. And then we just have to make sure this doesn't end up friendly. Oh, it's just a 6. Okay, and that's 5 and that's 1. All right, so we have all the digits on the path now. So now we should just be able to do Sudoku to finish. Cool. We need a 1-3 pair here. This is just a 5. 6 in this box goes here. 2 in this box goes here. That's our 4, and that's our 3. That places 3 and 4 here. This is a 6. Over here we have the 1 and the 3, and here we need the 1 and the 5. All right, cool puzzle, ChinStrap. I mean, you could kind of see the path probably just did this, but I didn't know if that was the only way it worked. Once we had those once we had penciled. Once we knew the order of the houses, I should say. Once we knew the order of the houses, it just felt natural that it would do this. But I had to kind of more rigorously prove that that was the only way it would work. All right. For example, we had to prove that we didn't just continue up here and then do that instead, and that the two being friendly with the box prevented it from doing that. Stuff like that. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.